Okay, so recently shared by the African Fund Zone people saying Africa's biggest beneficiaries of US aid so far in 2025. Well, we are going to discuss the Africa's beneficiaries of the US aid in 2025 so far. Well, I know this US aid thing caused a lot of issues out there recently for a couple of months ago, where the US aid issue came about that Donald Trump have actually cancelled it to a lot of countries. And for his reason best known to him, he's saying that America first and America not going to take care of any other country. A lot of countries have been named. Most South Africa is believing that they can do it their own based on how the US aid was supporting their HIV/AIDS program. Well, now we are actually going to see the African countries that have actually benefited from the US aid so far in 2025. Okay, so let's see how much some African countries have actually been getting from the US aid. Now, the list number one country on the list is Ethiopia. Ethiopia have gained around $312 million. Number two is Sudan with $300 million. Number three is DR Congo, $226 million. Number four is Nigeria, $212 million. Number five is Somalia with $176 million. And number six is Kenya with $174 million. Number seven is South Sudan with $150 million. Number eight is Uganda with $123 million. Number 9 is Tanzania with $118 million. And at number 10 is Mozambique with $98 million. Alright, so far, these are your African countries that have actually been beneficiaries or have actually benefited from the US aid to 2025 now. Then these are your top 10 countries though. Mostly we have Ethiopia, Sudan, DR Congo, Nigeria, Somalia, Kenya, South Sudan, Uganda, Tanzania, and then Mozambique, the top 10 here. I know how some South Africans will be so happy not seeing their country being part of this list. Yeah. Because you guys were made to believe that South Africa is actually one of the biggest beneficiaries of US aid. But it turns out that you guys are not that much. Okay, a lot of African countries are there actually enjoying from that one. Okay. Now this one says this US aid is the reason Nigeria and these other countries are suffering from Boko Haram and other form of terrorism. I'm glad it has been stopped. Oh, okay. Again, this one also says foreign aid is beneficial, but complete dependency on it is disastrous. Well, that's so true though. If you're getting aid, who doesn't want support? It's actually good and it's beneficial, but if you are actually dependent on it, then it's disastrous. Because when are you going to start growing? Nobody's going to feed you forever. You got to start growing yourself, okay? So basically, that's so true. It's so very true. Good point right there, brother. Again, this one says this shows the week of Africans or African leaders. It seems like they are just agree on everything that US said because they control it through the aids they plus and they now threaten Africa for what they made, and it's from Africa, it's made for Africans and not a secret anymore. Well, bro, how will you do it? Our leaders are actually failing us on so many aspects of life, so many angles, so many ways of life. They have actually failed us, bro. To be frankly speaking, they have. Hopefully things can turn around someday or sometime because it's too bad. Again, this one says the top three are all in political turmoil and instability. Definitely aid isn't the solution. Well, this one believe that due to the aids that is how come most of these countries are having or facing terrorism and all those kind of wars or little small conflicts in their countries or various countries. These are all true or because of the aids they have been receiving. That's his take or his point of view though. Now lastly, this one says I don't think all this money goes to the people in need. It's probably shared amongst politicians and greedy NGOs. These countries could have been far if it was used for its purpose. That's so true though. If these aids were actually in for its main purpose, I'm sure some other African countries have had some things suited out or some things actually figured out. But it seems like we are still looking for the basic thing that is a basic necessities for African people, right? So hopefully these aids were actually getting to the right place or right people, but it wasn't. So some Africans actually doesn't feel the heat. Well, basically, we also doesn't feel the what we have actually lost or missed here, because South Africa is still the same old, nothing actually new. So where would that money actually going in the first place back in the days then? This is where the question or discussion is actually coming from. So let me know your discussion and question in the comment section, and let's know where we can take this whole conversation to. The name is Vadashi, this African Time. Thank you for your time.